Alright, so you start by opening an OBJ, and in this case I'm using quads 4-4. You could use 2-4 and triangles, but this really works the best. Set your target size, so I'll set that to 4K. I'll hit solve. So you can see that, I'll just zoom in on this. By the way, let's see, if you don't have it, then I'll share this code with you. And if you're using a Wacom or something like that, tablet pen, then you need to use this code to zoom in and out. So I'm using the comma and the dot to zoom in and out. And yeah, rotate left and drag right click. There's no shortcut for this one, this comb, unfortunately, so you'll have to just click on it each time. But what it does is that you basically just click on it, and then it will freeze this frame, and you can draw on it like that. You cannot rotate the character now. You'll have to unclick this one. So you just do that to get a better polyflow, and you keep going and going and going and going and going like that. So I mean, that takes forever. Actually, no, it doesn't, but if I'm to show it in this video, it will. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cheat, because I already made quite a few of these guys. By the way, I can just show you first. If you set it to be quads 2-4, then you get this kind of polyflow, which is actually not that great. If you set it to triangles, then let's see, you'll get this result. And let's see here now. Yeah, I have to calculate it or solve it first for you to actually see what it's going to look like. But just make sure. Yeah, so this looks like Van Gogh, which is quite cool, but probably not what you want. You know what? This could be damn useful for artistic stuff, but that's probably not what you're looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. So let's make that like that. But like I said, combing, you got to turn that on off, and then rotate, on off, rotate, and so on. So there's no hotkey for this one, but I already did this because you can save these guys, these guides rather, and load and save. So I'm gonna load. What was it called? It was yeah, actually it was called state 1. You should save it as .ply. I didn't, and that's why it didn't show up. You gotta do that with obj, I guess, also when you save it as .obj. I think you have to. Alright, so this was previously and if I just hide this one, if you look at the comb here, you'll see how I went about this. But you know what? This character is not in a T-pose, and so if you were to de-res or remesh this character, then is not, this pose is no good at all. You can see the hands are merged with the feet, and yeah, the pose is wrong. And also it's got this fur, so you really wouldn't want to do this. But I'm just showing you the program really real quick. So yeah, for character animation this could be of use, but usually you wouldn't do that. Usually you would use this for static objects. So since you're to use it for static objects, then combing it is actually kind of redundant. You don't really need to do it. But anyways, just to show you. Damn if I can remember this magnet. I think those magnets are like anchor points or something like that. Yeah, it seems, let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know what, I'm not 100% sure. Let's just, oh okay, so if I hover over the singular sphere, okay, you know what? You have to read up on that. I'm not gonna. But usually what I do is I just use a comb anyway, turn that off, on, off, and rotate it. Then comb, and so on. Okay. So once you got the target count, then you, so yeah, 1K is actually quite low, but anyway, once you got the target count, you say solve. Actually, you don't need to say solve now, it's already solved, so you can see how it works. Yeah, I'm not quite satisfied with this here, so I'm actually going to add a guide. That's basically what it is, it's a guide. So you can see the polyfill is better. So once that is done, I can turn it off and have a look at the mesh, see if it's okay or not. Let's say it is. Let's say we're satisfied with that. But once again, honestly, I wouldn't use it that much for static objects like this. So let's pretend that this is a statue, which is actually kind of is. Then I would just say solve, and that would be it. I wouldn't really use guides that much. But anyway, just showing you how you could use them. I'm gonna skip this part where about in regards to these tools. So if I activate this tool now, you can see that this is basically the same as this COM tool, and I can yeah, paint, and then it will solve again. But you will get a preview, which is more accurate in regards to the poly count and how it will look decimated, I guess the word is. Turn this off, and we'll say export mesh. And so say extract mesh. And we got that. This is actually pretty good compared to what sometimes it would not give this good of a result. So, but yeah, at 1K it gives an okay result. But you can see how low-res this is. It's, yeah. But still though, I mean, quite good. But that's 1K. Is it really 1K though? It doesn't look like 1K at all. Anyways. Let's set it to 4K, and I'm not sure honestly if I have to click solve and then solve. Yeah, looks like it. And then solve, and then export mesh. Or if I could just have tweaked this without clicking solve and solve. Yeah, so that's how that looks like, and or it will look something like that. Extract mesh. I thought I'd tick this one, but anyway, it seems only to use pure quad mesh, but maybe that's just active if I have this triangles active. I don't know. Okay, so let's say that we're happy with that. Again, this cannot be used for character animation. You could tweak it, but then usually you wouldn't do that. You would have to tweak it a heck of a lot, really. Or, yeah, you would have to clean up the polyflow lots and lots. Not impossible, but not a fun thing to do. So for character animation, no, not that cool. For character animation, for you to have a chance to use this for character animation, this guy would have to have a T-pose. And yeah, the feet should of course not be merged like that. Save, and let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna save that as that. Oh, there it is. Kind of like already, but that's cheating. That's something I did earlier, so get rid of that. it's 4K, and alright, looks pretty good. I'm just going to rotate this to the correct position. I think I'll use a subpatch for this, so just hit the subpatch. You can see that this is not really perfect, is it? Oh, you know what? This is happening because I did not hit the force. Yeah, this guy has trigons. I didn't want that. It has lots of it. Screw that. I wonder, could I just do that over again? If I say pure quad mesh and then I say extract mesh, would it work? Or would it... Oh, okay, so it's actually doubling. Okay, that's kind of like cheating though. It's it just takes the original mesh and quantifies it. So that means perhaps that you should go down to 2K or something like that instead, and say extract mesh. What I'm afraid of now is that it will extract like 1,000 meshes on top of each other. Did it do anything at all? I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna say about 1K, I mean 2K. Let's see. Let's say 1.5. No. Ah, screw it. Let's say 2. Solve. I guess that's gonna create a better result, hopefully, and then solve. And then export mesh, pure quad mesh, yes, extract. You see that it's something, you see that area? This is something that we will have to clean up, and I'm not too happy about that, but it looks like that's how it works. Save. Let's see here. I'm just going to tab. You'll see that it's kind of like screwed up because I didn't like. You see that this one, I mean, there are polygons on top of each other here, and I can't recall having that problem earlier on. But anyway, if you know what caused that, just give me a buzz in the comments. But alright, let's try to kind of like fix it fast-ish. I'll go to point selection, go like that. So I'll select the points that are more than 4 connected and convert that to poly selection. Invert, and cut that out. Paste back in here. Okay, it looks like I exported 2 of these guys. Kind of, sort of. Okay. So if I tab now, yeah, there's still some errors that we'll need to fix. But I guess it gets more obvious now why this is not that great for a character animation polyflow. Okay, so you see this, how there's this polygon beneath that is just not that great. And it's hard to select it really. There's really there's no way to select it in a smart way, I guess. Yeah, so you'll have to do that manually. I was thinking about merging, but you know, it's not going to. It really doesn't work. So you'll have to cut that out and then hit tab. So whenever you have those kind of polys, just cut those out or delete them. It can be tricky to get a hold of. Yeah, maybe, you know what, maybe it's better or easier to get rid of those in subpatch mode. Yeah, okay. It's actually easier to get rid of it like that. So either cut those out or delete them. You should also check out 3D Coat. It might be that 3D Coat does a better job if you're doing character animation and you want to retopologize it. Another program you could check is MeshLab, but it doesn't work in the same way. MeshLab does not have guides, as far as I know, to retopologize the mesh. Okay, but you could also take these guys, I guess, and then merge those guys. Okay, I think that's it. So an introduction there to instant meshes.